Might have switched timelines. Posted by u/spookyboyKylate. So I was fixing an old outlet that had gone bad. Something was wrong with the thing itself and not the wiring, so it was just a simple switch of a new outlet. I turned off the breaker for the room I was working in, and took everything apart to change it. There was no way to check if it was still on, so I just assumed it was because of safety reasons. Unfortunately, I'm very stupid. As I was unscrewing one of the terminals with my Swiss Army knife, I held on to the other side with my other hand to steady things. This is where things got interesting. I felt a long jolt of electricity and my vision blacked. I immediately and intentionally dropped to my hands and knees and stopped moving. Before I dropped, I let go of the knife to stop the connection. After I felt alright, I got up and hit the main breaker and went to look for my knife. It was 5 rooms over, sitting on the table, completely closed. No one else in my house has the same knife. There were also some other inconsistencies, like the color of the flashlight I was using was different, and a few different things seemed out of place. I'm not sure if this really belongs here, but it seemed like my whole world hit a reset button. I looked into the electrical wiring more closely, and that should have killed me. Super creepy. TLDR, got electrocuted, might have switched realities. Wedding ring glitch. Posted by u/Maverick10082. So my wife was very upset this morning because she couldn't find her wedding rings, engagement and wedding rings. She always leaves them in the same place, on her makeup table. Today she goes to put them on and they were gone. We both looked for 10 minutes prior to her leaving for work and she gave up because she ran out of time. While looking, she moved all of the items on her 2 by 18 inches makeup table. It's not very big, but she keeps a lot of things in there. So she was meticulous when she was searching. Being the husband, of course I didn't believe that she looked hard enough and checked myself. I stayed home with a stomach bug and decided to search the entire house. I must have going back to that makeup table 6 or 7 times today because she always puts them in the same place when she removed them. My mind told me they would be there, but they weren't. I am about certain of it because I constantly joked in my head that they would end up being there. Fast forward to when she got home. We were talking about who may have taken them. But nobody had been here, COVID and all. We were talking about whether I should go through the garbage from the weekend. That's how desperate we were. Now during the day I moved everything piece of makeup and makeup accessory off that table multiple times and put it back again and never saw anything. She goes over there and moved one little sponge that is used to dab powder on her face and there they were. I swear to everything holy that I checked there so many times, they weren't there. My brother passed away a month ago yesterday at the age of 40 and it is still very fresh. We worked together for the past 8 years and constantly played jokes on each other. I'm thinking this was one final laugh he had at my expense. Glitch or prankster spirit? What do you think? The duplicating pop figure. Posted by u/MissShreddit. Okay, so a few hours ago I've just been to my local store. They sell multiple stuff, food, clothes and toys, etc. I decided to see what was there to see if anything was worth it and I saw a vinyl pop figure. Not weird, right? Well, I swear that when I picked it up, I heard the sound of a box shuffling and when I decided that the pop was one I have at home, I put it back. Well, tried to. It was like something was in the way. But nothing was there, since I just picked up the thing that was occupying the space. I looked in my hand. The pop was there, yes, but there was a fucking new one in its place. I just stood there in a silent panic, thinking of what to do. I blinked and then it was fucking gone. Like magic or something. Perhaps I had a matrix glitch? Experienced a glitch and now I've got intrusive memories to back it up. Posted by u/LaGrande I'm pretty confused as to what just happened, but I think it belongs here. I was in the shower, doing my usual routine when it happened. I have a specific face wash I use every day, which helps me manage my acne. I had previously ran out of it, and kept the old, empty bottle on the same shower shelf as I usually keep my face stuff. The cap has been off for a while now, and I have a new bottle, so really, I'm not sure why I kept the empty bottle there, but I did. So on my small face product shelf, I had my old, empty bottle with the cap off, my new bottle, as well as a third product. I was in the shower when I took the full bottle of face wash, took a bit in my hands, put it back on the shelf mechanically and kept on massaging the product on my face, when I saw from the corner of my eye the empty bottle slip off the face product shelf and fall. Which happens often since these shelves are so damn small. I bent down to pick it up, and when I got to put it back on its shelf, I realized the full bottle of face wash wasn't there. Which really surprised me, since I had assumed the empty bottle had fell because of the full bottle nudging it over the edge of the shelf. I looked everywhere else in the small shower and couldn't find my face wash. Until I opened the loud shower door and saw it on the bathroom countertop, about 2 feet away from the shower. There's no way that I'd put the bottle outside the shower, even while being lost in thought, as it wouldn't have been a normal thing for me to do, and the effort to open the shower door and the noise alone would have made me aware of my actions. I still had the stuff on my face, and the old, empty bottle had fallen off the shelf because I had put the new bottle there without paying too much attention, which made the new bottle push the old over the shelf. There was also nothing else on the shelf, no replacement bottle or anything else that would have pushed the empty bottle over the edge. Even weirder is that the more I think about it, the less confident I am that I truly put on the face wash in the shower. I feel intrusive memories come by of me putting the face wash before going in the shower, and leaving the bottle on the counter. But I never do that, and remember distinctly putting the face wash in the shower and closing the lid of the bottle / putting it back on the shelf. It really feels like the more I think about it, the more my memories get foggy about it, and I feel these replacement memories come to me. I think I just experienced a glitch in the matrix, TLDR. I have a skincare / face wash ritual I do in the shower. Put some face wash on, and when I put the bottle back on the shelf, it made another one topple over. When I picked it up and put it back, my face wash, that I had just used, was gone from its shelf and from the shower. It was now on the bathroom countertop, 2 feet away from the shower. My memories started to get foggy afterwards with what I think were intrusive memories of me putting face wash before hopping in the shower, and leaving the bottle on the counter. Which I never do. The bottle that fell down the shelf fell because I had put the face wash back on it. So how in the world was the bottle 2 feet away from the shower seconds later? The cracked window, posted by u/Kathy1, added to answer questions at bottom. This almost seems silly to post. And the only reason I am posting is because my daughter witnessed this as well, so I feel some verification helps. Right before everything shut down we were going to the Bahamas. My daughter had the window seat, I sat next to her. When we took off it was early and the sun not quite up yet, so our window flap was down. We slept, and later when she woke she opened the window flap to let light in, then I woke up shortly thereafter. She then pointed out to me what I will describe as a tiny but spread crack in the window pane. Think a tiny hole with spider web-like cracks jutting out. It was the inner panel, and, well, we both were like, is this normal? I remember even touching it, and then she was saying she wants to close the flap because it made her nervous. So she did, and then as we got closer to landing I asked her to open the flap again, but this time the crack was gone. We both had no explanation and we both agreed it was absolutely there, and I was like I touched it. It was real. Immediately she says to me, well, I'm glad we both witnessed a glitch in the matrix together. I can't understand how this could have fixed itself. I don't know. Added to answer questions when I touched it. I want to say I felt something, but I had just woken up, and in retrospect I wonder if I felt the crack because I expected to feel a crack. My daughter refused to touch it because it made her worried. I now wonder if my memory just imagined the feeling the crack? I know sometimes when eating I will wince before biting into something hot in anticipation of it being too oven hot, and then relax when I realize it's not as hot as I thought. I had no idea about ice crystals forming, as I had been in many plane rides and never seen this before, so thanks everyone for educating me on this. I do love learning new things and want to be rational when figuring things out. But I do love a good mystery. And to the person who said they would have said something to attendant, I was just hoping it was not what I thought it was. I also hate bothering those guys and gals. Two-dimensional entity in the sky interacted with me, posted by u/Chaos Snail. This happened several years ago, around 22 years old. I've never seen a similar experience online, nor do I claim to have an explanation myself. I was walking along the Trinity River bottom at night just listening to music. This is a large swath of trees and depressed earth in Dallas, Texas, where the river flowed before all the damming projects. I paused to sit, and I noticed the trees along the horizon swaying in unison. Must be the wind? The swaying begins to feel dramatically rhythmic, like reflections slowly bending in rippled water. The tree line seems to grow darker, and slowly taller, and they appear almost humanoid in shape. I perceive arms swaying on each of them. At this point I'm properly scared but transfixed with curiosity. The phenomenon stops suddenly, and the trees return to being trees when above them in the sky a two-dimensional black shape begins bleeding over the starlight. It's as if a pin was poked somewhere in this three-dimensional realm and a two-dimensional realm was bleeding into it? I have no idea how to best describe this sight. The air is silent except for bugs and frogs. This shape is dead black, lacks hard edges but is not a circle, nor does it retain a stable shape. It definitely appears to lack depth, like black velvet appears in a photograph. It stretches and grows exponentially over the sky, blocking light. I have no way of determining how far away it is in the sky nor how large it grew. If I were to guess, it peaked around the area of a football field, though as large as several square miles. Then it gets weirder. This thing rapidly compresses into what appears to be a far smaller three-dimensional form, leaving normal sky behind it, and shoots at impossible speed directly into my forehead. This happens in a very fluid, rapid succession. My vision converts to blackness briefly and then the world seems normal again. I'm pretty terrified and go home and hide in bed. Note: I am completely sober during this experience, nor am I sleep deprived. It's around 11 p.m. I do consider myself fundamentally skeptical, so I am open to the possibility of hallucination, but I'm not inclined to not believe all of my unexplained experiences have been hallucinations. Before and after this event I have had several paranormal and psychic experiences, including 2 UFO sightings. Several I can corroborate with co-witnesses, including both UFO sightings. This was nothing like any of them. I tried to post this in Paranormal, but it was removed without explanation. What happened if not a hallucination? I am open to any suggestions or interpretations because my research is at a dead end. My kneecap disappeared. Posted BU/HeyOmen2234. Earlier today, I was sitting in a chair in my room with my feet up on my desk while I was on my phone. My right knee started hurting a lot out of nowhere, to the point that I wouldn't bend my leg because it just hurt too much. I started looking at it, making sure I didn't just need to pop it or anything, when I realized that my literal kneecap was gone. Not just shifted or something. There was a dip in my knee where it should have been, and I felt around trying to find it, panicking. I went to check my other knee, but it was fine. The second I checked my left knee, my right knee stopped hurting immediately. I went back to it and my fucking kneecap was back, like it had just popped back into existence. It was exactly where it usually is. I could see it under the skin, and I could move it around like normal. I don't know WTF happened there.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe for more videos.